Hola and welcome back to the Coda Cinema. I just got home from Spain and there are three unboxings that are going to be done over the next few days. The first one is from my very first online order that I made from Metaluna, which is a store in Paris that is absolutely incredible. In today's unboxing, I am going to take not one, but two boutique Blu-ray labels and put them into my movie collection for the very first time. So let's get to it. When I was making this order, to round it out to like an even number, there's a couple extra dollars to that I could put in, and get some really great titles for extremely cheap. So I was trying to figure out a couple things to pick, kind of off the top of my head, and I went to the reviews section. And first thing I did was look at a Bava that I didn't own. What was really cool about this is, and I didn't know this from online, is that it was actually a media book from France, or from ESC actually. This is Hatchet for Honeymoon, which is a Bava title that I don't own, and if I do, it's probably on DVD. And it's nice to upgrade this one to a Blu-ray. This is a Blu-ray and DVD, so it has both. French media books are done a little bit differently than the German media books. It's not kind of like as puffy as you see with some of the German ones, but it's some absolutely amazing stuff in here. And I'm gonna, get my translator so I can actually read this. But it was a limited edition Hatchet for Honeymoon. I did not know it was a limited edition. I did not know it was a media book. I was very pleasantly surprised. I just chose it at the last minute because it was cheaper. Now, I guess in a way, there's a third, like boutique label that I'm putting into here for the first time, because see, I never owned it before, but this is a Potemkin Blu-ray, and Potemkin is kind of Criterion-like in the way they do their stuff. If you've ever seen, you can go online and watch on YouTube. Del Toro goes to their store in Paris. Actually, it takes around 3,000 euros with them to buy stuff. And this is one from, I think, the 1950s that I don't know if I've seen. It's a John Parker film, and it's like almost, if it's not silent, it's almost silent, which is unusual for like that time period. But this one here is more of an experience as opposed to a completely linear film. And here's the alternate like title and artwork for it. Look at that. I love this art, by the way. This is absolutely gorgeous. And it comes with a introduction by Joe Dante. We've got a 12-minute thing on avant-garde cinema and exploitation, a before and after on the restoring of dementia, and a 55-minute exploitation version, which is one you saw in the back there, called A Daughter of Horror. So yeah, I'm super stoked to check this out. This is an unusual like case too. So look at this. Some like things here from Preston Sturges, Downbeat magazine. Very intrigued on this one here. I knew very little about it, and it seemed like from what the reviews that I read, that it was more of a, because I tried to read like reviews weren't going to give away anything. It's like an experience as opposed to like a regular type of film. So if you've noticed that the umbrella you can keep only 10 hasn't come up yet, there's a reason for that. The reason was because I had a couple umbrella releases that I wanted to grab, and I wanted to watch these before I did my Just the 10 for that. Because one thing that was unfair is for the umbrella one, I didn't have a box set. I had nothing I could go with for that. But now I do. See, because I have grabbed the Exploitation Rarities Volume 2. What's kind of neat about this one, this is the standard edition that you can find in some specialty shops. I know a lot of people have come on and probably showed you like the fancy edition with the hard box and case and all that type of stuff that they get directly from the store that get sent. This is the standard edition, which a lot of people will have, and I would definitely know about the fancy edition if it's available. But it's not something that's done outside. It's exclusive to there. Also, I really thought it'd be interesting to be able to show you guys one of these here editions. Because every time I went to look for this, all I could find was the non-standard edition. It was always a limited edition, and which is great. But sometimes people aren't buying from Australia or they're buying from somewhere else. They're not be able to get it directly from Umbrella, and when that's the case. It's nice to have that option to be able to see that here. So there's 3 films in there. This is kind of a horror-centric box set. The first one was kind of like exploitation, sleaze-centric. This one here starts off with Desolation Angels. And Desolation Angels is a film that it's kind of cool because this has never had a Blu-ray release. I think this has only ever had a VHS release, to be honest with you. It's got a 2024 audio commentary with Chris Fetcher and Ellery Ryan. The Cars as villains in Australian cinema. I'm really looking forward to that. Stephen Vegg. Aussie car movie trailer reel. That's going to be cool. 1983 AFI trailer. And I don't know if I've seen this one, actually. So, really, really intrigued to check this one out. I got to get the first volume now of Exploitation Rarities. Next up is one that a lot of people know, probably the most known one on here, which is the 13th floor. And the 13th floor, where terror reaches new heights, pray you never reach the 13th floor. And I know I've seen this one a long time ago, but it's been ages. There's a commentary with writer-director Chris Roach, a 2024 interview with actress Lisa Hensley. There's a Women in Peril, a visual essay by author and TV historian Andrew Mercado, the VHS experience. So this is what they do for some of these. When there's like a VHS option, I don't think, maybe this one didn't even have VHS, actually, that one, Desolation Angels. But they'll give you like a kind of like a downgraded like VHS image, like to give you that kind of feel of like the real kind of grindhouse type experience. And rich with theatrical trailer, just a bunch of cool stuff. Finish off with an interesting one, which I don't think I've seen. If I did, I don't remember it. And it's Coda, Symphony of Evil. And this is kind of a slasher horror one. Commentary with production designer Annie Browning, assistant director Gus Howard, and actress Liddy Clark. 2024 interview with cinematographer David Foreman. 2024 interview with Liddy Clark. Labyrinth short film. There's another short film called The Jogger. Craig Laheef trailer reel. The VHS experience is on here as well. An original trailer. Got a creepy mask look. I'm very excited with this. This is like Desolation Angel. It says one of the rarest, hard to find like exploitation gems presented a new 2K restoration for the first time. So really, really stoked. Really stoked with every movie in the set. And I got this set, which meant, by the way, these are all region-free releases. I also had to pick up Exploitation Rarities Volume 3. Little Brian Brown on here, right? And you'll notice, as did I, that they've changed their logo. They've updated their logo, and I'll show you that in a second. There are some great features on this one here. And this one here, it deals with 3 exploitation neo-noirs. And anybody that watches my channel for any length of time knows I'm a massive neo-noir fan. So to have this in my collection is really, really a big deal. This comes off so easily. I love these J cards. Front right here. Side. On the back. The set starts out with I love the fact that got this called Exploitation Noir too. Scooby Malone, and with Jack Thompson. We're really excited to see this. And we got an audio commentary with Stephen Vegg and Justin King. Murder at the Opera House, interview with the producer and Scooby script supervisor Sue Milken. We have Not Quite Hollywood interviews with Jack Thompson, Judy Morris, and Victoria Onyx. Archival John Cleary interview. The Carmaker short narrative documentary by Terry Olson. Jack Thompson trailer reel. The High Commissioner trailer. Yeah, I'm really excited about this one actually. And on the back here, it's got this. Whoa, it's got this Hospitation Noir. I gotta check and see if that one had anything like that on the back. Yep, it does have that kind of look. Next up, we have Goodbye Paradise. And this one has a audio commentary with Jane Scott and cinematographer Gene Seal and screenwriter Denny Lawrence, moderated by Stephen Vagg. We got Tanned and Dangerous here, an interview with actor Grant Dodwell. Paradise in Peril, interview with director Carol Schultz. Stills Gallery and Goodbye Paradise TV spot. There's the noir thing in the back. And last, but definitely not least, is the Brian Brown Empty Beach. Very excited to watch this, actually. This one comes with some great features, actually. We get audio commentary with actor Brian Brown, John Edwards, and production designer Larry Eastwood. We get a Private Eye in Bondi, an interview with actor Brian Brown. Winter by the Sea, an interview with actress Anna Maria Monticello. The cat's trying to get through. A documentary on author Peter Corris. Mark Hunter, the Empty Beach music video. Empty Beach storyboards, Brian Brown Ozzy trailer reel, and tactical trailer. Inside of this one here. So I'm really stoked to be able to check these out. This is like 6 freaking quality Hospitation releases that I'm very excited about. So, about those 2 new boutique labels that I'm adding to the company. Let's check those out. All right, I'm extremely excited because I had none of this company's stuff in my collection, and it's nice to finally have it. So we'll start out with Imprint. It's here, and it is the Uninvited and the Unseen. So I have never opened up an Imprint release before. I don't know what's like on the inside. I've seen them online. I watched other people do unboxings of Imprint titles. I'm a massive like old school horror fan, so this was like one of the first ones I went for. I went for a Film Focus, but it wasn't in stock. So okay, so this comes off. So this is a card, I think, which I'll put on the inside if I can afterwards. Oh, I like this. It comes with like a phrase on it. Look back here. They call them the haunted shores, so stretches of Devonshire and Cornwall and Ireland, which rear against the westward ocean, mist and gather here in sea fog and eerie stories. So that's very cool. So let's open up our first imprint. So it comes like this. All right. Oh, these look nice. Oh, this looks gorgeous. So this is The Uninvited with of course, Ray Milland. And Ruth Hussey, I think, yeah. 2K restoration from a 35mm duplicate negative. Audio commentary with Film Noir Foundation Board member Alan K. Rode. Unavoided female gothic video essay by Kat Ellinger. I'm really excited for that, actually. Gail Russell, The Flame that Burned Twice as Bright. Interview with critic Imogene Sarah Smith. That's going to be really good. 2 original radio plays, adaptations of it. One with Ray Milland, Ruth Hussey and Barry Field, and one with Ray Milland, Lady Astor Screen Guild, and Screen Directors Play with director Lewis Allen. So one's from 1944, one's from 1949. So let's open it up. And wow, okay, wow, I'm blown away. Look at that. Let's see the other one. Yeah, these are stunning. Look at this. The Unseen, Joel McCrae, Gail Russell, and Herbert Marshall. We have on this one auto commentary with Alan K. Rode again. And Gothic Noir, The Unseen Touch of Henry James. Video essay by Emma Jean, Sarah Smith, and Max Every. Now these here are both, I'm going to guess, I hear that these here are supposed to be region free. So we'll check it out so we can find out. But so that's number 313 to 314 in the imprint library. It's my very first imprint. So be excited for me, guys. And you know what else I love? I love TV movies. I really love TV movies. And luckily, Imprint, they got you back there. See, Imprint put out this. They have an Imprint line called Imprint Television. See, Imprint is the prestige line from a company called Vision in Australia. And they do their own titles as well. But Imprint is kind of their prestige line, where sometimes a bit pricier. As you can see, they're extremely well put together. And they're doing a series called TV Movie of the Week. This is collection 1 was sold out as of right now. And it hasn't got a standard edition yet. I'm not sure if it will. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. But this is collection number 2, which was the only one available at the time. And it has some interesting things in here. I usually go for the mystery and horror ones when I can. But these were definitely more standard type Movie of the Week ones, which I kind of want to have some in my collection. So this was definitely a no-brainer for me. So it's got 3 tales right there, which I'll show you in a minute. Picture on there. 17, 18, 19 from there. I'm going to guess this comes off too. Look at it in a second, actually. Oh, this is cool. This is really cool. All right. So it comes off, and it looks like, for us that are old enough to know, the old newspaper TV guide type of things for this here. So it's got the listing with the actors, and they how long it is. And up there it says weather news. It's so cool. Okay, so again, let's do this. I love the color. Started with Terror Among Us. Now this one doesn't have any special features. I knew that going in, by the way, so it's going to be a surprise for me there. And in this one, we have Don Meredith, a villainous role, I think, for Ted Shackelford. That should be interesting. Who I know mostly from Dallas and Knots Landing. And of course, what's it, Space Patrol or something like that? He did that series for with the puppets in it. Next up is Fallen Angel. And this one is definitely a harsh one to watch for some people. Ronnie Cox, Dana Hill, Richard Mauser. Oh man, these things are great. Mauser, I wonder if he's the one with the stranger danger aspect. Sorry, there's Terror Among Us. Ted Shackelford looking pretty, Last but not least is Shattered Spirits with Martin Sheen playing a guy dealing with alcoholism. Martin Sheen, Melinda Dillon's in this one. Lucas Haas, Roxanne Zoll. Just I can't explain it, but the look of these here and the way this smells, the box smells so nice. It really is. It really does feel prestige. Pay a bit more for these, but you feel like you're getting more. So that leaves one label, one new boutique label that I'm going to show you the title. I'll even open the box, but it's going to need its own dedicated video. Why? You'll find out really soon. Like now. I've been wanting to grab one of these because I'm a massive fan of the company. And I grew up with this stuff. My dad used to talk about the company all the time. And when they showed the first release and I missed out on it, I said, oh man, I guess I won't be getting any of these. But then another one came out and I was pretty excited about that. And I'm like, oh. Then it was sold out when I went. But then they put out one that I really, really wanted. Then they put out Quatermass 2. As a Doctor Who fan, as a Hammer Horror fan, as a Quatermass fan, and yeah, Quatermass. It always drives me when people say Quatermass. Like, does it drive you if you're a Quatermass? So, like, something that you also have an issue with. This is the Prestige of Prestige box sets. This is a 4K release. The Quatermass set has 2 4K discs and 3 Blu-ray discs. I will take it the other box to show you that. But you'll have to follow me over to my unveiling of this box set to really get a good look at this. The American title for this was Enemy from Space. And here we got the Enemy from Space poster right here. On the other side, we have brand new Graham Humphreys artwork. I'm pretty sure it's Graham Humphreys. I'll let you know if I actually got that wrong later on. That is gorgeous. There's cards, there's posters, there's a graphic novel, there's a massive book. So this will get its very own, by the way, hard box inside of a hard box. This will get its very own unboxing where we'll look at all the features, the discs, the artwork, the book, the postcards, the posters. And so look forward to that coming up really, really soon. Quatermass 2, my very first Hammer edition. And I will tell you right now, just by looking at this, this is not going to be my last. This is gorgeous. This is fantastic. There are at least two more unboxings coming later on this week. We will be doing one for Spain, basically for stuff I got at CX, and we will be doing one for the very first time for another store that I went into, and then we're looking at some 4Ks. Some Blu-rays, and some limited edition steelbooks. So join me for those 2 videos. They're going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to be bringing into some more stuff into the movie library that I'm very, very excited to talk to you guys about. See you next time.
Oh God. Subscription sloth here. Just want to remind you that I know in the summertime especially it can be super warm and lazy. But if you're liking this video, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. And if you want to go that step further and join the Patreon, there's a link for that down below. You can super sticker, super chat, or donate. But above all, just lie back and enjoy the video, because that's what I'm going to do.